What's up? Let's go. Woo! It's your boy Carceno here. I'm gonna say let's get into it like we always do at this time. Now, I stayed quiet. I did. I shut up. I ain't say a word. I didn't want nothing to be said. I stayed so quiet when it came to this subject. And a lot of people probably gonna ask, why did I stay so quiet? Why was I so out of the loop, so out of it? There's reasons behind all of this. I was dealing with my family at the time, spending time with my mother and doing stuff till I saw it. I said it was stupid and I let it go because it was so moronic. This internet um, content creator, mostly Instagram, I've seen him. This guy named Ryan Davis. He says he's a comedian, but I mean, I guess that's his 9 to 5 and what he's supposed to be good at. But I mean, some things he's good at and some things he's not. And obviously, these people who talking about some, man, he destroyed Kevin Durant. I'm like, how the hell did he destroy Kevin Durant? I said, well, let me hear what he said. What this man said was so egregious and so stupid, it sounded like a LeBron James fanboy. And without knowing anything about him, I said, well, not I know of him, but I mean, not knowing he's come to find out he's a huge fan of LeBron James and believes LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. And someone sent me a clip of him doing a skit, like a court trial, trying to defend LeBron James in a trial or something. It was pathetic. And he used the same kind of logic that he's using right now. You see, here's what I have come to learn. And most people will never appreciate greatness. Kevin Durant should never have to be defended. You know, that's the thing. Kevin Durant shouldn't have to be defended. All right. Um, this guy here is supposedly a comedian, and it's just I didn't really find the humor in nothing he said, really. It wasn't funny at all. I mean, he talked about Kevin Durant's hairstyle, and yeah, okay, that's cool. But he says offense wins championships, meaning that the team with the most points win the game. You know, so I know what Kevin Durant meant. But this guy tried to use it as a point of, all right, he came, now I can go after him. So Kevin Durant said this, you know, basically an unfunny comedian is trying to tell me about basketball. You know, talk to me about the game that I actually play. And you know, it's asinine in his mind because he's one of the greatest players to ever do it. Out of all the people you like, he's light years better than them. And they know it. So when you start looking at who and what is what, Kobe, Michael Jordan, they lean towards Kevin Durant. He's your player's player. They go on the video game, the players, they going to get a team with Kevin Durant on. They want KD. Now, KD is not a big Instagram guy where he's talking to everybody and going all off. But to me, I'm watching Ryan Davis critique Kevin Durant. And I'm like, dude, this is Kevin Durant you going back and forth with. Do you understand? Instead of using this as an opportunity to learn a thing or two, you using this as a opportunity so you can get a hot take. And I guess this is all he wanted anyway. But Kevin Durant just was like, man, he was really trying to hit you up with some. He wasn't attacking. He was just like, nah, brother, offense wins championships, brother. Then you went on the attack saying, I see why Kevin Durant hasn't won since he left the Warriors. Oh, really? So that's why Kevin Durant hasn't won since he left the Warriors. Right? It's because he said offense win championship. Now, if somebody else had said this, I would have been okay with it. Like somebody who has, played the game before. Not on a video game. You're a comedian slash Instagram jokester on joking on clips and all that stuff. That's what you do. If you've never played the game, you ain't run before. And I mean, like 5-on-5, 3-on-3, just with a ball, just run, period, up and down the court. I don't see that when I see you. I mean, you look like a life-size Teddy Ruxpin type bear or something. He really looks like football would probably be his thing if he did that. But he looks like he wasn't talking about getting hit. He probably got hit one time and said, "Ow, I quit." He don't look like he really played too much of sports in his lifetime. Now, I could be wrong, but from his takes, he seemed like the person that played the video games and watched games sparingly. Not focused on what's going on, just watch highlights on the gram. And there's a lot of these guys going around spewing other people's biased takes and running with them as facts. We've been seeing that a lot. This man said that Kevin Durant, now I want to say his exact words. Hold on, let me get that because I want to say his exact words. I don't want to say anything that wasn't the exact of what he said. Now, let me go pull up what he said. He said, KD just proved why he hasn't won outside of the Warriors. He doesn't know what win championships. A man who has played in how many finals he was in? He played one game in the other final, but other than that, he's been in 4 NBA finals. But he doesn't know what win championship. That's very interesting. Now he says during the Warriors title run, they were always top 3 defensive efficiency, except KD's last year there. First off, I hate when they use stupidity and try to post it as fact. The defensive efficiency rating that you're talking about, Mr. Davis, and you have no relationship to me. He's not related to me. Don't y'all throw him on me. This Mr. Davis. Actually, what they're actually saying, sir, is their defensive efficiency was postseason. They were not top 3 defensive efficiency. In the postseason, they were the worst. Like basically they were like at 103. And that reason is because Kevin Durant wasn't there. Kevin Durant didn't play his last year there in that playoff series in the Western Conference and there. So how are you gonna say they were worse? They had just went to 5 straight NBA finals. The same team. So players break down. It's not a LeBron James where he brings in 14 other players everywhere he goes and set up shop. And he goes from Miami and goes to the finals, and he goes to Cleveland and immediately goes to the finals. And they're like, it's because LeBron is so good. No. One, he was the agenda of the league. So they were going to make sure of that. But look, I already understand you don't understand the game. But any player would tell you you are out your damn mind to even say something that egregious about Kevin Durant. So you keep saying Kevin Durant's last year there. Kevin Durant was there 3 years. So what happened to the other 2 years? He was there and he was actually playing when he won Finals MVP. They were top 3 defensive efficiency. So Kevin Durant does know about defense. You see what I'm saying? Like what is this dude talk? Like this is like basketball talk for dummies. Kevin Durant was never rated in these top seasons right here. He was never rated in the top defensive. No, they were going to give that to those tryhards who couldn't score. Name a guy who played defense like Kevin Durant and was actually putting up points. There wasn't a lot of guys that were doing that. Kevin Durant is a defensive player. He contends at both ends of the court. That is a moronic statement. Do you know when Steve Nash got fired, he turned the Nets around? The Nets was one of the top defensive teams in the NBA. They net rating went up to 3rd. Kevin Durant was up for talks early on for MVP. Did you forget that? The team went on a run when they got Jock Vaughn in there. So they were first in the ratings. They were plus what 8.3. They were 3rd in efficiency on offense, which is 115 points a game. They were 3rd in defensive rating, which was 107.2. No other team in the NBA had ranked top 5 in all 3 categories, except for the Brooklyn Nets. But Kevin Durant don't play defense because he didn't get a selection voted on by the damn fans, by the damn media, rather. This is what I'm talking about. This type of stupidity is the reason why people don't know anything. They click on this guy and they go, yeah, man, he won, man. He destroyed Kevin Durant. It was destroyed him with what? Nothing he said was relevant to anything. How you gonna say Kevin Durant don't know what it takes to win a championship? Or win, or know what it takes to win? Like, are you stupid? Like, yeah, he played bad. When they were up 3-1, he played bad. When they were up 3-1, the Warriors changed their defensive approach when they were down 3-1. Kevin Durant were playing way too many minutes. Russ was terrible. He had no help. He was isolated and he was forced to take bad shots. Guys weren't getting open. They were taking away the lanes and they were picking him up on a double. He was trying to play off the ball and let Russ go ahead and do his thing. When he went to the bench, he had no support. So he had to try to make things happen in those games. They lost those games. They had the game won. Clay went off in game 6 and started hitting threes from everywhere. But Kevin Durant was burning the candle at both ends of the court. And it was like, oh, he went and joined the Warriors. He was a free agent. He was free agent and he left because the organization did what they did the last time they went to the NBA Finals. Whenever they get close to a championship, they start to take away their pieces. See, this is what I'm saying. They have all these people that don't know anything about the game of basketball making decisions about basketball. Now, if we start talking about Big Macs and chocolate shakes and all that, then yeah, you might be up there. You know, you look like Zion Williamson's brother or somebody just sitting at the court side. Look, man, you don't look like you play ball. All right? Just tell jokes. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because it was dead. All right? Yeah, that's what you do. Tell jokes. Nah, go tell a joke. Because this right here is not your avenue. They traded Serge Ibaka immediately. Kevin Durant was still on the team, and they traded Serge Ibaka, who was key during that series and key to the team. And they just got rid of Serge Ibaka, just like that. So right away, they were already starting to do it again. Last time they had James Harden, they got to the NBA Finals. They had Russ, James Harden, and KD. That was it. That was the last time they played with James Harden at that time. James went to Houston in a trade, and well, that was it. He took the deal with Houston. They had a deal on the table. Told him he had to Monday to sign it and agree to it. So he took the agreement in Houston, and he was gone out of OKC. They screwed that up. Sam Preston, the guy they say is the greatest GM. Oh, he's great. Yeah, he's great at screwing up the team. So Kevin Durant's like, well, damn. Next year they get to the playoffs. Russ gets hurt and he's in the playoffs and he's out. So KD again is by himself. But Kevin Durant has always been a two-way player. Any player will tell you that. Who is out there cooking Kevin Durant? Who's out there cooking KD? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got the guy that he likes, who says the best player in the world. A dude, what is his defensive rating? Do you want to know? Do you want to go back 5, 6 years and look at his defense for the last 5, 6 years? And you want to talk defense with Kevin Durant and you talking about LeBron James? Are you crazy? That dude got cement in his damn shoes. That boy ain't played no damn defense his damn whole career. All he want to do is play zone because he can't man up and defend no damn body. Got swept in the damn finals because he couldn't guard nobody. Sorry, bastard. And you gonna bring that guy, you gonna pick him? Talking about over Jordan. Jordan ain't never go out like that. In no time. Not when he was 40. Dude is not Michael Jordan. I don't know what the hell he is, to be honest. I mean, to me, he's a crisis basketball player. That's LeBron. They be bring on our crisis basketball player. They be, man, look at him. He looks the part. He's gonna be great for the commercial. But never, ever mistake. Don't ever bump your head and believe Kevin Durant ain't what you think he is. Nobody should even have to take time out to answer you. I wasn't even trying to do it. I said, man, I didn't want to do it. But this thing lingered on more than a day. Well, see, that's the thing. Right now, how many people won championships because of defense? To me, it's a combination of both. You need to get stops at the right time in the game. Period. He keeps talking about the last season he was with Golden State. The last season that they were last in defensive efficiency of all the teams in the playoffs, basically, they went to the NBA Finals. Then he was like, they won it again without you. So that proves they didn't need you. Stupid McNupid. That is a different team. That's what I'm saying. This man talks like a 5-year-old or how a grammar school child would talk about basketball. He just sees the name on the jersey and think it's the same people that keep coming back every year. They won it without him. They didn't need him. It's an entirely different team. The only people that's there are the 4 core players that would happen to be there with Steph, Clay, and all of those guys. Other than that, that was that. Steph Curry has played in 6 NBA finals and has 4 championships. Kevin Durant has 2, which he won over your boy that you say is the greatest player of all time. Kevin Durant made him look silly. And you want to talk defense? Why the hell was he sending Rodney Hood to guard Kevin Durant? Why his ass didn't step up? 2 years in a row got cooked. Won 1 game in 2 seasons. And talk about, man, but how could they win? Look at their team. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. He's supposed to be the king, right? He's supposed to be able to do it, right? He the man. I don't hear y'all screaming this. It ain't fair. When everybody else is like, hey, man, they cheating for him. Oh, y'all just jealous. Let's go, Brian. Right? Then when he get waxed, it ain't fair, man. What is he supposed to do? Y'all had the greatest player of all time, right? And all he could muster was one game. Quit on his team after losing game one because of a bad play, and they go to overtime. And then he's so mad at the team, he can't focus in overtime. And he just shut down. Then they get swept. KD gets 2 MVP awards. He's the man, and all y'all can do is hate because he stopped your boy. Now, if your boy could live up to the billing that all the hype train keep trying to make him out to be, wouldn't nobody have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about Kevin Durant. You don't have to worry about nothing. If you could defeat him, if you could stop him, then stop him. Your bum buddy, your boy was sliding all over the damn floor. KD was embarrassing him. It was disgraceful. That team was a joke. The Houston Rockets pushed that team. Nobody could beat that team. The Rockets pushed them to like a 7th game. They went to like game 7 with the Rockets. Y'all can win no games. Y'all won one game. One. And that was because the refs had to give y'all a game. That game was a rout from the start. They put everybody in foul trouble. They had to get y'all a win. And then the other games, y'all think they had a won, and all of a sudden, KD, game 3, KD pulls up, poop, 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 put them away. And they had to get y'all finna get swept in both seasons. They gave y'all that game for that first year. They was all right, it's 3-1, bro. I'm finna do it again. Oh no, he ain't. Wax, wax, wax. Wax on, wax off. It's over. A bum with no moves is. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about. People like this. A bum like LeBron who ain't got no moves in his repertoire whatsoever. This is the kind of guy y'all want to put on a pedestal and compare them to people like us. He don't know anything about this damn game that's worthy of anything. All I know is when they come to me, they seem to lose that sure ability about what they talking about. Because all they do is remember these damn taglines or headlines from some article, but they don't know the game. You got to know the game to be able to talk to these people. That's probably why he stopped talking to you. He realized, oh yeah, this is an idiot. And he just stopped talking. All right, you got this big fat kung fu panda talking about some damn basketball. I'm a comedian. Make sure you tell jokes that are funny. Yeah, it's a combination of both. Offensive teams do win championships. You got to put points up. But defense, they always say defense win championships because it's going to come down to a stop. You got to be able to stop someone. You got to get a series of stops. But you got to be able to close on the other end. But the game is won by the person that scores the most points. Period. That's just it. The whole argument is asinine. Like I feel like I've just wasted 30 minutes of my life responding back to a Ryan Davis. Well, I can't say he's not an unfunny comedian. I mean, he has some like I've seen some of his Instagram stories. Like he comment on some things that pop on Instagram, and he had these cuts and edits and all that. Just because you do stuff on the internet, don't mean that you could do stand up. It don't mean that you funny 24 hours a day. It don't mean that you're a real comedian. We seen this with Jess Hilarious, right? She was just the mess. And she was on YouTube or Instagram coming up with this roasting people. And all those stuff is edited. Like if they screw it up, they re-edit it, they get it right and do all the stuff to it that they want to do it. But when you're doing stand up, you're live. Ain't no clips, ain't no cuts, ain't no edits. So that's what I'm saying. It's a whole different world. So you have to have a respect for the people that can go out there and do that 9 to 5. Like if you give me a microphone, I mean, everybody think they could be a comedian until they actually in front of some people in an audience and they can't think of anything to say. Then that's a whole different reality. Especially if people spent money to come in there and see the show. Because brother's gonna say something. Well, yeah, it's a dangerous game. I seen a comedian pull a gun on another comedian. Seen it live. It's real. It's real cutthroat on that comedy circuit. Well, it used to be. This was early 2000s. He pulled a gun out on him because dude was stealing his jokes and was interrupting his set. They was going from city to city, and dude had left and went on another joined somebody else's comedy thing, and then ended up pulling a gun out on somebody else for stealing his jokes on his set. So when he came back, word came back like, yo, man, you should have seen his set, man. He did the X, Y, and Z. See, this is before YouTube, but now they could just post that up. Somebody could record it on the phone, post it on YouTube, you'll see it. So dude swaying up and down, he didn't do it. But that's a whole nother story. I might tell y'all that on the Patreon. But definitely be on the Patreon today because, as I can tell you, the hottest thing on there right now is Gilly and what happened with Irv Gotti, the uncut version, because there was names that was removed just for the YouTube version that are included in the Patreon version. So you're gonna want to make sure you there for that. Want to say shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0, Ticket TV, Mondo Black TV, Welcome to HD with the Two Eyes TV, Seahawks, Jose Rodriguez's channel, and I'm out. Deuces.